Have you ever felt your mind overflowing with thoughts you can't control? The more you try to stop them, the louder they become. This is what Buddhist wisdom calls the monkey mind, restless, wild, and never still. But through simple daily awareness, you can learn how to control your mind without resistance. In this video from The Guiding Light, discover 5 powerful yet gentle ways to calm your thoughts, find clarity, and experience true inner peace through Buddhist wisdom. 1. Don't fight your thoughts. Observe them. The Buddha once said, "Mind precedes all mental states. Mind is their chief. They are all mind-made." Dhammapada, verse 1. This simple truth reveals a profound lesson that peace does not come from controlling the mind, but from understanding it. When we try to suppress our thoughts, we only make them stronger. The more you say, "I must stop thinking about this," the more your mind returns to it. Modern psychology calls this the ironic process. The harder you resist a thought, the more power it gains. The Buddha compared this to pressing down a spring. The more you push, the higher it bounces back. Instead of resisting, Buddhist wisdom teaches us to observe. When a thought arises, simply note it: thinking, worrying, remembering. Watch it as you would watch clouds drift across the sky. Do not judge, do not attach, just notice. This simple act of awareness breaks your identification with the thought and allows it to pass naturally. As mindfulness deepens, you begin to realize you are not your thoughts. Thoughts are visitors, impermanent and fleeting. When you stop reacting, the storm of the mind slowly calms, revealing a clear, still space within. To control your mind, you must first stop trying to control it. The path to peace begins not with force, but with gentle observation, a moment of stillness in which the mind finds its own balance. 2. Bring your attention back to the present moment. The Buddha once taught, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." This teaching is not just poetic. It is a powerful tool for mastering the mind. Most of our suffering arises because our thoughts are trapped in time, replaying memories, predicting worries, or imagining things that never happen. The present moment is the only space where peace truly exists. When your mind begins to wander to the mistakes of yesterday or the uncertainties of tomorrow, gently guide it back. Use your breath as an anchor. Feel the air entering and leaving your body. Listen to the sounds around you. Feel the ground beneath your feet. This simple act brings your awareness out of the maze of thinking and into the stillness of now. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that the present is not a point in time. It is a state of being. The more often you return to it, the clearer your mind becomes. Like muddy water settling when left undisturbed, your thoughts too will find their natural calm when you stop stirring them with worry. Psychology supports this truth. Mindfulness practice reduces anxiety and overthinking by strengthening the brain's ability to focus on the here and now. Every mindful breath trains your mind to stay rooted in peace instead of chaos. So, as you breathe and return to this moment, remember this is where your true power lies. And don't stop here. The next part will reveal how to release mental tension and free your thoughts completely. Keep watching, because each insight brings you one step closer to a truly peaceful mind. 3. Release instead of suppress. The Buddha compared the human mind to a river. When the river flows freely, It is clear and calm, but when it is blocked or forced, it becomes muddy and violent. In the same way, when we try to suppress our thoughts or emotions, we build invisible dams inside ourselves. The more we resist, the more pressure we create until eventually that pressure spills out as anger, anxiety, or exhaustion. To release instead of suppress means to give your inner life the space to move. The Buddha taught, "Whatever is subject to arising is subject to passing away." Every feeling, every thought, every worry follows this natural rhythm arising, staying for a while, and then fading when its time is done. Suffering comes when we interfere with this process, when we grasp or reject. The wise approach is to allow. In Buddhist meditation, this is called upekkha equanimity. It is the quiet strength that allows you to experience everything without being broken by anything. When sadness comes, you don't run from it. You observe it as a wave passing through consciousness. When anger rises, you recognize it, breathe into it, and watch it dissolve on its own. The act of observing transforms the emotion. Awareness itself becomes healing. Psychology confirms this ancient truth. Research on emotional regulation shows that acceptance, not suppression, reduces physiological stress and enhances mental resilience. The more you try to suppress emotions, the stronger they rebound, a phenomenon known as the rebound effect. But when you permit yourself to feel, your brain processes the emotion fully and releases it naturally. To practice this, pause whenever you feel inner resistance. Instead of saying, "I shouldn't feel this," try saying, "It's okay that this is here." Let the feeling unfold in the light of your awareness. Imagine opening your hands instead of clenching your fists. Slowly, the tightness begins to soften. The heart begins to open, and clarity returns like sunlight through clouds. Releasing is not weakness, it is wisdom. To release is to trust the nature of the mind that everything changes, everything passes, and nothing needs to be forced. When you stop holding on, peace flows again quietly, effortlessly, like a river finding its way home. Modern psychology echoes this truth. Studies on emotional regulation show that suppression intensifies stress, while acceptance reduces it. When you allow yourself to experience what you feel without judgment or fear, your nervous system naturally returns to balance. To practice this, begin by noticing your inner resistance. When a painful thought or emotion appears, don't fight it. Acknowledge it gently. I see you. Breathe. Feel it fully, but do not become it. With each breath, imagine the feeling dissolving, returning to the vast space of awareness from which it came. This practice is not weakness, it is profound strength. It takes courage to face what you once avoided. And as you release, not suppress, you will discover that the storm within you was never meant to be controlled, only understood and let go. In this understanding, peace naturally unfolds. 4. Practice short daily meditation. The Buddha once said, "A disciplined mind brings happiness." Meditation is not an escape from life. It is a return to it. It is the art of sitting quietly and meeting yourself as you are, without judgment or expectation. Even a few minutes of stillness each day can transform the noise of your mind into a melody of peace. In Buddhist teaching, meditation is called bhavana cultivation. Just as a gardener tends the soil a little each day, meditation nourishes the inner field of consciousness. You don't need to sit for hours or reach a mystical state. What matters is consistency, not duration. 5 or 10 minutes of sincere mindfulness practice daily is far more powerful than an hour done occasionally. Begin simply. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a slow breath in. Feel the air entering your lungs. Exhale, and let your body soften. Notice each thought as it appears without trying to stop it. Label it gently, thinking, planning, remembering. Then return to your breath. Each return strengthens awareness, like training a gentle muscle of the mind. Modern neuroscience supports this ancient practice. Regular meditation increases activity in the prefrontal cortex, the region of the brain responsible for clarity, focus, and emotional balance. It also decreases activity in the amygdala, the center of fear and reactivity. Over time, your mind literally rewires itself toward calmness and resilience. In Buddhist philosophy, meditation is not about becoming someone new. It is about remembering who you already are, the silent witness behind all thoughts and emotions. As you practice daily, you begin to notice that peace is not something to seek. It has always been there, waiting beneath the noise. Let meditation become a quiet ritual of self-compassion, a few sacred minutes to reconnect with the stillness that never leaves you. In that stillness, the chaos of the mind fades, and a simple, radiant truth emerges. When you sit with awareness, you sit with freedom. 5. Nurture your mind with positive words. The Buddha once said, "Whatever a monk frequently thinks and ponders upon, that will become the inclination of his mind." Our thoughts shape our world. What we repeat in words, beliefs, or emotions slowly builds the architecture of our inner life. Just as the body becomes what it consumes, the mind becomes what it focuses on. To nurture your mind means to speak to it with kindness, patience, and wisdom. Every word we whisper to ourselves carries energy. Harsh words create tension and fear. Gentle words bring calm and strength. Buddhist wisdom teaches that speech is one of the right actions in the Noble Eightfold Path, not only how we speak to others, but also how we speak within. In the practice of metta bhavana, the meditation on loving kindness practitioners silently repeat affirmations such as, "May I be peaceful. May I be well. May I live with ease." These words are not just hopes, they are seeds. When planted daily, they begin to grow roots in the subconscious mind. Over time, negative inner dialogue fades like old echoes, replaced by a steady, compassionate voice that guides you back to balance. Psychology supports this ancient insight. Research shows that self-affirmation and positive self-talk reduce stress, increase motivation, and even improve emotional regulation. The brain responds to words as if they were lived experiences, meaning that what you tell yourself literally reshapes your mental reality. To begin, choose 3 gentle phrases that uplift your spirit. Whisper them when you wake up, before sleep, or whenever anxiety arises. For example, "I am calm. I am enough. I trust the flow of life." Repeat them not as commands, but as reminders, truths you are returning to. As the Buddha taught, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. When you feed your mind with words of light, it begins to bloom with peace, clarity, and quiet joy. Over time, your thoughts align with your heart, and your life becomes a reflection of the serenity you have nurtured within. As we come to the end of this journey, remember that mastering the mind is not a battle, it is an art. You don't need to silence your thoughts or escape from them. Instead, as Buddhist wisdom gently reminds us, learn to observe, breathe, and let go. When you stop fighting the storm, you realize that peace was never outside you, it was within you all along. We explored 5 timeless principles: observing thoughts instead of resisting them, returning to the present moment, releasing instead of suppressing, practicing short daily meditation, and nurturing the mind with kind, positive words. Together, they form a quiet path toward mental clarity and spiritual calm, a path the Buddha himself walked, and one that each of us can walk today. Every breath is an invitation to return home to awareness, to stillness, to yourself. The more you practice, the more you'll see that peace doesn't arrive with control, but with surrender. When you understand the mind, it softens. When you accept it, it transforms. If this message has touched your heart or brought even a small moment of calm, please take a second to like, share, and subscribe to The Guiding Light. Your support helps this channel continue spreading Buddhist wisdom and mindful awareness to more souls seeking peace in a noisy world. May your mind be calm, your heart open, and your journey guided by light. Thank you for watching. Stay peaceful, stay present.